What's up, fishy people? So to start things off, we're doing some upgrades here at Ohio Fish Rescue. We moved these tanks and I hate the way that they look. You guys can see I brought this one piece of paneling over to see how, it did in here. And I already destroyed one corner just from it being splashed. So I don't think the wood paneling is going to work out for us. So I'm going to have to do like actual wood facades. Something like down here at this end tank. Something like that, just decorative hardwood, and make all these tanks match through here because I'm tired of these looking so horrendous. I've got this 550 here. I went ahead and found all the bulkheads that I need. Now I'm going to go ahead and start plumbing this in. It's going to take a few $100 just to plumb this thing in, get everything ran. I got to run the drain all the way underneath these stands, over there, back to the monster pond, and get a new pump, which I'm actually probably going to tee this one off here because I'm already using the pump and have it dialed back for this tank alone. I could put a tee on with valves and get that tank as well as this tank here. These gar are getting super duper big in here, and I'm having to feed them a lot more because they are getting a little bit ornery right now. So that is the plan for this tank. So over the next, week or two, I'll be working on that tank to get it up and rolling. And then hopefully we'll have that 550 online here within the next week. But we've been doing a lot of maintenance as well. So let's go see what we did. Okay, looking at all these tanks, everyone that has gravel needs gravel vac. So Brock was over here. He helped. He gravel vac this entire tank. We gravel vac this entire tank here. Same thing as did some maintenance in here and gravel vac this entire tank. So these tanks should go back to sparkling here soon. We also gravel vac this one here that the ABBA is in. Now, I don't know if you guys seen this yet or not, but I went ahead and added some more Anubias plants into the ship. I kind of moved it, added in these dragon rocks in there. It kind of makes it look more natural, I should say. Went ahead and did gravel vac down there and a water change. We are getting ready to move these sturgeon. I want to move them up and get them, running on the same tank, so I'm not feeding two tanks. He's got to go through another week and a half of quarantine before we can go ahead and place him. But we went ahead and picked up some more driftwood. These are just a few pieces that we have left. This is something I bought in a package deal, but the big piece, let me show you what we did with. We went ahead and brought that over here into the stingray tank to give it some more flavor. You guys see we added that piece in there. Now I got this piece, and it kind of locked into that other one. It's got some nice little, caves and ledges on it. It was self-weighted because it was the hard driftwood. So I went ahead and locked them together. I'm sure I'll be playing around with this until we get it situated just the way that we want. The Armadas is doing phenomenal in here. Everyone seems to be getting along. I might try the VATF in here, but that's going to have to be on a day that we looked very, very close and long just to make sure they are getting along. We don't want any mistakes on this one here. And I thought it was kind of funny. You guys were all commenting on this little stingray tub. This was nothing permanent that I did. This was something for old man Jerry. He's like, what happens if the babies are born and you're not here to put them where you want them? I'm like, for the time being, if you see them popping out, I'm going to go ahead and set this up. They can be in the same water as the mom. Then when I get here, I will deal with them and move them how I see fit. So this is just temporary. This is not where the babies are going to go. And I don't think my dad knew that one either. So once they do come out, they will be going into their own tank. So I can feed them copious amounts of food. Now I'm hoping this tank clears back up. You should have seen the filth and nastiness that came out of here. But I've been using this tank as a pre-soak for all the driftwood too. And there's been a lot of excess dirt and nastiness in this tank you guys remember, that tank drains down to the sump. This one drains in here, falls in back to the sump. So we want to keep these tanks clean so it's not all falling into the Stingray tank over there. But looking back here at the 1,000 gallon, some of them pieces of wood that just come in, I want to go ahead and put in here and make this a little bit better, because these little pieces get pushed around all the time. We'll go ahead and pull some of them out, use some of the bigger ones from over there, and redecorate this 1,000 as well. I just have to soak them so they can go ahead and start sinking. I can even take this piece of wood, because we really don't like it in here. Might switch over and use some different wood in this tank. And voila, you can see we rescaped this just a little bit. I cleaned up all the smaller pieces, took them out of there. It's looking nice and crystal clear, gave all the filters a nice cleaning. Rearranged some of this wood so there's more caves and hides. And now you can see fish that are hiding out in the open, but they feel safe and secure. There goes a bigger weenie. There goes that bicher over here. What else we got in there? There's my mustache Synodontis. He hides behind there. This right here is the xanthic clown knife with no spots. We've seen a video surfacing of how rare they were with no spots. Well, here is a xanthic one. No spots on a gold clown knife. So if the regular one's rare, how about a xanthic? And then we got, of course, the Goliath tigerfish. He is doing phenomenal in here. He is due for an upgrade soon. But we want to make sure he gets a little bit bigger before we move him. And hopefully I get this 500 up online. Can move some people around. We also added in these buckets of plants because they seem to eat them right off the ground. But these little urns seem to do well. So I've got that one planted out. That one planted out. Once they establish, I can move them and try them in different tanks like we did over here with Mr. Tesla. So we got this one here. This one is growing pretty crazy. So I'm going to do more like that in tanks that really can't have plants on the bottom. So it works out here with Mr. Tesla. He's been knocking them off the wood, but he lets them stay in the pot. So I can go ahead and do another pot right there. I can try some more in this tank. Maybe up here after I get these sturgeon out, but they are eating these Anubias like it is their day job. Getting ready to pull this phantom red tail cat out and either move him to this 195 here or up straight into the 1000. This Giardini can probably come out soon, and maybe even go into here and see if we can get 3 of them to work together, because we don't have problems with just our 2. Everyone said we would, but that's the powers of having a large fish tank. But looking at the Irwini catfish, I can go ahead and move this guy up to the 1000 because he is getting to be the size of these guys. And then you'll have a group of 3 just laying together. And of course, you got the 2 granulosus over here. One up there, one down here, and then the Irwini, or not the Irwini, the striped Raphael cat. Gonna go ahead and let them calm down a bit though. I'm not gonna catch them right now. I'll catch them the next time that we are in the tank. But I did want to come over here and go ahead and toss some pellets in. Let's feed these rays. There's a bunch of massivore going in. Big mama eating right there. There she goes. Keep all these other guys nice and fed. The arowana comes up and cleans up the scraps. Everyone else getting in on the action here. The Terashuki cat, or the Niger, also cleans up the bottom as well. You know, I took away the big rays that were a little bit more aggressive just in case Mama dropped them. We weren't out here to catch it. I do believe the other ones would be fine, but if there's rays in there that are a bit bigger than her, then yeah, it's possible they can chew on the babies. I don't really have a concern about these guys over here. They're all pretty much juvenile and way smaller than her. The only one that I'm a little iffy about is the turtle, and I can probably go ahead and just pull him out for the time being. and go ahead and let her have her pups. And like I said, she is due any day now. I see them moving from side to side. Oh, look at that. I just seen them shift. So they are moving themselves around. Look at that. Oh my goodness. They are moving so much. So they are due any day now. She is also still eating like a champ, which is very, very good sign. So I have high hopes with this one being a first-time mom. So sometimes, you know, they're stillborns or they're born too early. So I have high hopes with this one that we're going to be successful. And then after the birth, we got to let her chill out for a bit, meaning you don't want her being mated again because, one, that risks the life of the mom and also hinders the quality of the pups. So once that happens, I'll probably pull him up and put him in the big ray tank, and she can go ahead and heal up in here for a while. My God, look how much they are moving in there. So neat to watch. I just come out here and watch them every single day. We've got, oh, they are cleaning these pellets up pretty quick, but also keeping these guys extra fed, so there's no hungry rays looking to snack on them at all. But I do believe if I put that male up in here, he will start going to town on a lot of females in here. So I think we are just about ready to do that as well, so we can move the turtle and move the other male. We got the other pearls out in the other tank, and they already started to breed. So, sometimes you have too much action, you won't be able to get, you know, certain rays to breed. So I'm a little bit hesitant. Maybe this tank won't work either, but we are still trying. Look at that big mama. Look at her underspotting. Oh my goodness. Very, very beautiful. Okay, and before we go, I want you guys' help. I got to run up to Home Depot and get some fittings for the tank, as you know. But for the color palette on the stand, should I go ahead and go with black, like that one there, or the cherry wood that would match those two tanks? But over here on all these tanks, I'm thinking black myself because we already have black on this one here. And just continue the theme all the way down. I think it would blend the most, but let me know what you guys are thinking. We already have black tanks here, so black stand might match, you know. But just trying to beautify this, so I'm going to go ahead and get them facades done. I'm just going to go ahead and just buy all the stuff and get it done. So we are looking forward to it. Mr. Goonch is up front and center. Look at them teeth. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think as far as this facading goes. And once we figure out what we want to do, we'll go ahead and buy it and get her done. So hope you guys enjoyed today's little video. Slowly but surely doing a little bit of upgrades for everyone here. Getting new tanks online. So it is all a process. Just stick with us, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, stay fishy, my friends.